welcome to a new episode of Cultural Magazine, in which we bring to you the various cultural activities taking place here in Egypt. We go to the various cultural venues and we bring the best activities to you. So if you're interested in the cultural life in Egypt, stay with us. The photography movement is one of the most popular movements in Egypt, and the photographers of Egypt are keen to represent the various aspects of life in the country, including the various sceneries, whether it's Islamic, Coptic or historic, in addition to the social life. It is actually an important document that documents the history and the social history of the country as well.
This is the first exhibition of the Diwan El-Finoon, which is basically a forum for arts that was born in Ritzik, which is a center for societal innovation. Those who know Ritzik know the technology side, and they know the culture side. And this initiative is one of the first in the art dimensions. Ritzik was basically established in the early 90s with the hope to develop and contribute to economic and social development using technology, using culture, and using art. Among the very first initiatives that Ritzik took is introducing the internet to Egypt and the Arab world and Africa. At that time, we had a dream to get the internet to every Egyptian and to different countries of the Arab world and Africa. Today you have the internet in every home, in every office, in every city and every village. At the time as well, Ritzik got the leadership in terms of introducing the information and communication technology and spreading it all over the country in different programs, in implementing what is so-called later on information decision support systems, one at the Cabinet of Egypt, one in each ministry, one in each governorate, one in every city, and one in every village, exactly in 1,300 villages. Ritzik as well started at the time and believing in culture, the digitization of culture. The digitization of the Egyptian Museum, the content of the Egyptian Museum, the Coptic Museum, the Islamic Museum, the digitization of the manuscripts that exist, all of which have been the base for a huge database that's now residing in the Library of Alexandria, the Bibliotheca of Alexandria, and as well beyond that into different Arab countries, Tunisia, Yemen, and beyond that to the U.S., the Princeton Library, where they have one of the greatest Arab manuscripts in Chicago Institute and Library, where again they have collection of Arab manuscripts. The collective digitization of culture that took place provided the base to preserve the culture in Egypt and to be leading in different countries of the world. So you have programs that related to technology and the use of technology in supporting decision making, and as well programs in all different areas of economy, all different up to the environment, and in addition in the culture part. this exhibition, the credit of this exhibition for the group who have displayed their work right here. And they're basically a combination between the masters, the leaders in photography, and as well young artists. First of all, it shows teaming. People who have put hands together in order to present art for all Egyptians. One. Two, they, as I mentioned, represent a collection and the mosaic of Egyptians. You find it from everywhere, whether urban, whether rural, whether across history, modern, advanced, cutting edge, all this collection, okay? It shows that there is a lot of richness in this. Each and every image here has a story and has an artist who's a writer who saw it with his eye, that represent a touch of beauty that we as Egyptians should be proud of. Okay, we, those who love this country, who love Egypt, should be proud with every single piece that exists here, and with the collection of these pieces, and with the artists who have basically put this work together. I have a dream to see this exhibition in every school in Egypt. I have a dream to see this exhibition in every village in Egypt, in every city in Egypt. I hope that you, through the TV, through the media, will be able to take this and enter to every room, so that every Egyptian, every family can see a beauty in an artist and work, and more, a beauty in our country.
شايف ان بدأت نهضة كبيرة جدا في معارض التصوير الفوتوغرافي.
Photography is one of the most important visual arts form. It used to be neglected, but it recently has started to flourish. Now each month there is at least 1 or 2 photography exhibitions, even in the rural areas and countryside. The photograph is taken and produced. A beautiful picture with an artistic composition is formed. The photographer's feelings and reactions has to be fast and spontaneous. This exhibition is important as it houses the works of celeb photographers as well as amateurs. To expose the youth to the work of the older generations, help them and guide them to be better photographers. Also to introduce these youth to the public. It is important to encourage the youth to continue developing their skills through holding multiple exhibitions. You'll notice that the exhibition houses a large number of young photographers. The exhibition houses a variety of works varying in its schools. That enriches the exhibition. I've noticed that there were several techniques employed in lighting the photograph, varying between using the artificial light and the natural one. 1/3 of the photographs are artificially lit, while 2/3 use natural light. Light is the most important aspect in a photograph, as it's what forms the photo with its composition and feeling. I advise all the young photographers to have courage, keep on taking pictures, experiment with their work, hold multiple exhibitions, and take part in competitions. Do not be afraid. Polish your talent and do not be discouraged. Participate in the various photography activities to train yourself and polish your talent.
This exhibition is an initiative from the Regional Information Technology and Software Engineering Center, RITSEC. This is an initiative from Dr. Ramses also, in cooperation with Dr. Ramses Marzouk, the famous photographer, and to make this exhibition to gather as much as possible good Egyptian photographers, famous ones and not so famous ones, together in one exhibition to show what potential artists we have in this country. The exhibition started on the 27th of July. It's going on for 2 weeks. We have 45 artists, photographers. We have all types of photography presented and displayed in beautiful artworks here. We start from classic to compulsory to abstract to contemporary to street photography. A lot of street photography from youth, from young people who go on the street and they are showing Egypt the way it should be showed. We have all types of photographers here, 45 artists, 120 artworks. The idea itself started with Dr. Ramses Marzouk. Everybody knows who he is. He's one of the very famous photographers in Egypt. He has done many movies who are very famous also. Dr. Ramses wants to do something for this country now. He did select us as a board to apply this idea of him with RITSEC, with the technology center. The idea of this exhibition, again, as I said, is to bring everybody together, the young, the old, the classic, the contemporary, the abstract, the black and white, the small, the big, the famous, the not very famous, but everything, every single artwork in this exhibition is a work of art. It is, we really made a big effort to select good people who have a vision, people who have an idea, people who want to do something for this country, people who go on the streets to the people and talk with them and see what we really need, people who work with kids, people who work with elderly things, people who work commercial also, and people who are amateurs, just normal people who go and do something, they want to do something artful for Egypt.